Making sure you're getting that full body twist in it. All right, oh, I gotta bring up my camera. I don't want my head to be cut off the whole workout. You guys wouldn't like that either. There we go. So just nice and easy, twisting side to side, right? Getting the arms loosen up, stretching out the chest, loosening up the hips, you know, all that stuff that's good for you. So we're gonna go one more to each side. And we're gonna do some forward circles with our arms, right? And they can be small circles, they don't have to be huge, right? Whatever feels good to you. I like to do smaller, but that's just me, right? Then we're gonna reverse. Oh yeah, waking up the shoulders. Those good old shoulders. And then you're gonna do L raises. So you'll have your left arm is gonna come up to the front, right arm's out to the side, and you're gonna alternate. Right, so you gotta use your brain a little bit. And your arms only have to come up to your shoulders. You don't have to go too high. If you wanna go higher than that, you can. It won't hurt anything. But you're just trying to get those arms moving and warmed up. And today's one of those days, lighter dumbbells will do the trick, right? Right, I promise. I'm not using 10s today. Heck no, I'm not that crazy. So we got about 5 more here. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5. So now with our right knee, you're just gonna bring that right knee up and then back down. So you're already kind of working on that balance, right? We're just gonna do our right leg here. We're mixing it up on you. Right, it's good to be mixed up a few times. So we're gonna be working into a combo move here. I always forget to start my timer. It's just, I need to put a note on my forehead that says start your timer. So we got about 10 seconds here, and then we're gonna go into a side kick, right? So try to stay up nice and tall, just tapping that right toe back and in. So now your right leg is just gonna come wide and back, right? So we're getting that hip all warmed up. We're getting your balance focused. Your glutes are gonna wake up. And then of course your left leg is stabilizing, so it makes it even better, right? It sure does. So you got 15 seconds here, and then we're gonna combo. The combinations. Everybody loves a good combo move. I do. So we got 2 more here. Here's 1, here's 2, and now we combo. So you're up, you're wide, you're up, you're wide. So if you want to get your arms involved with it, you can, right? They can help with balance. If adding your arms makes your brain go, whoa, 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 don't add them. Just ignore your arms, okay? So as you do this, you should feel your left leg waking up with this, right? So it's not like your left leg's just hanging out relaxing, right? It seems like it is, but you should get a double burn here, okay? We have 15 seconds, then we're gonna switch legs, right? You can have all your windows up in the house today. It feels so nice, right? You're like, what month are we in, October? So you're gonna go 1 more each way. There's up, there's wide, left knee is coming up and down, right? So we did that quick switch, keeping your core tight, shoulders are relaxed, right? If you wanna kind of test your balance more, you could have your arms up straight. You can have your arms to the side. It's really up to you, right? Why not mess with your balance? You know, it's a Thursday. That's a perfect day to test the balance. So in 10 seconds, we're gonna do a wide kick with our left leg, right? So you're mostly just controlling this left leg going up and down. You wanna try not to let gravity just throw that foot down. Okay, now we're going wide, wide, right? You're acting like you're gonna kick the wall next to you. Pow, right? Yeah, and it feels good. Your right side's like, whoa, we already worked. Why do we have to do more of this? So we have 15 seconds, then we combo, and then we're gonna get our arms moving a little bit more. Right, because you want your arms warmed up today. I can just tell. So we got 2 more here. Here's 1, here's 2. Now we combo. You're up, down, wide, back, up, down, wide, back, up, down, wide, back, right? That's the theme song to it. You're gonna sing this so much in your head. Later today, you're gonna be singing, you'll go up, wide, back, down, and then you'll be like, what song is that? Oh, that's my Pilates song. That's what you'll say. I'm gonna have my own Pilates songs. I'll put it on my YouTube page, right? Lots of downloads for those songs. So we have 15 seconds, then we're done warming up the legs. I think they're toasted up. They're burning. We gotta get our arms ready to roll. Okay, you're doing a great job. 10 seconds to go. So let's go about 1 more each way. So we're up, down, wide, back. You can relax. Tap those glutes for a second. We're gonna do monkey flies. So you're gonna have your arms out straight. You want a thumbs up, and you're just doing a small bouncing motion with those arms up and down. So as you do that, think of squeezing those shoulder blades nice and tight, right? And you wanna make sure your arms are right outside those shoulders that whole time, right? So you're not down here, you're not up here, right? You're making a nice T with your body, a T shape, right? And we're gonna do 1,000 of these. I'm just kidding, but now you're gonna turn your thumb to the side, right? So your thumb will be pointing towards me, okay? And you're going up and down, 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 right? So make sure the taps of those shoulders aren't trying to creep up toward your ears, right? There should be space between your shoulders and ears, and it should be burning. So now you're gonna go thumbs down, right? Thumbs down. You can give me the thumbs down. So keep on pulsing here. Keep on moving. Remember, I told you we gotta get those arms ready to roll today. Okay, now you're going back to thumbs up. Okay, we got about 15 seconds here, and then we're gonna go to our next arm exercise motion here. Right, so we really wanna burn up those arms, right? And isn't this wild? This is just body weight. You don't even have weights in your hand and it feels awful. Okay, so what you're gonna do now, you're gonna bring your thumbs up together, they'll touch, you come back down. Thumbs together and back. So you wanna make sure those arms are nice and strong. This should burn because you've got muscle fatigue going, right? If it doesn't burn, you better do like 2,000 monkey flies today. Okay, so nice and controlled, right? You wanna act like you're gonna touch your thumbs and come back. Thumbs and come back. Really, really, really control that body. We're gonna go for about 10 more seconds. So we could probably do about 4 in that time. Here's 1, and down, 2, and down, 3, and down, 4, and down. Shake your arms out for a second. We're gonna do some body weight rows, right? So arms are out straight, you're gonna pull, squeeze your shoulder blades together, nice and easy back, right? So it's not anything too crazy. You wanna really focus as you squeeze, let your sternum press out and come back in, right? So if you have really stiff upper back or tightness in your neck, you could do this exercise and it would help alleviate some of that pain, right? You can do this while you're doing anything. Watching TV, brushing your teeth, eating, I don't know, sleeping, maybe. So we're gonna do 5 more here and then we're gonna get rolling. Here's 1, here is 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5. Okay, so since today's workout, you're gonna want a little bit of wider dumbbells, right? So if you don't have light ones, so like say you had 2 sets of 10, you could use 1 10 or you could use 1 5. So I'm gonna use just 1 5 here, okay? But if you have smaller weights, you can have 1 in each hand, right? So what you're gonna do, you want your feet together, you're gonna have your knees bent, your hips are gonna be back, so you're almost in a deadlift type squat. You're gonna stand up and extend your weight, and then your weight's gonna come back down to your chest. That's if you have 1 dumbbell. So if you had 2 weights, you have 1 in each hand, and you would do that same motion. So it's almost like your arms are laying into a Superman type motion. Okay, ready? So hips are back, you're gonna come down, you'll stand up and press. Come down, stand up and press. So you wanna try to keep your legs together on this motion, right? And you're trying to extend out and up, right? So your hips shift back, you stand up and press. So it's a little bit of a harder move here, right? Just because on those arms, we're really pushing that weight far away, right? And it doesn't take much weight. You can even do this move without weight, right? And if squatting down a lot hurts your knees, just do more of a hip hinge with it and come back up, right? But we want to try to keep the legs together and squeeze those legs together. That way we're getting our full inner thigh and outer thigh, okay? Doing a great job. You got 30 seconds, right? Nice and controlled. You're kind of squatting, hip hinging, and back. Okay, so you can do a hip hinge more. If you want to squat down more, you can. It gets a little bit harder. It's really what feels good to your joints, right? So if a knee or it doesn't feel good to your knees to squat, don't do it. Okay, we got 5 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Okay, so next move that you've got, you're gonna go with both weights if you can. So you're gonna have your feet together again, and you wanna have your knees bent. So you're gonna be kind of in that squatting motion, and we're gonna start with those L arms like we did in warm-up. So one arm comes forward, one arm comes to the side, and then back. Okay, so you're kind of in that semi-squat, right? So there's the side view. Okay, and on this, since we're working in shoulders, you wanna go slow and controlled, right? Don't just let your weights flap down. So from here, if you wanna add a balance move to it, when your arms come up, you come up on your tiptoes, right, and back. So that just proves how slow and controlled you have to do that move. Okay, right? If it doesn't feel good to add in those tiptoes, don't do it. Just keep doing those L arms, right? So you'd still be here. Okay, you're doing a great job. We got 20 seconds. So keep maintaining, keep those hips back. We're trying to keep our knees bent, right? Go on those tiptoes if you can. You're doing a great job. Almost dropped my weight. You hear a big boom, that's what you know you're getting. So one more to each side. Here is one. Here is two. And relax. So our next one we're gonna do doesn't really involve our legs. We're gonna do an Arnold press. So you're gonna start with your weights here. You'll press up. You're gonna come down. Your elbows will come together. You'll come apart. Press up. Come down. Elbows come together. Back and up. So you wanna have your elbows even with your shoulders when those weights come back down. Okay? And this should burn. This is a lot of shoulder work we've done. So remember, if 2 weights feels like too much, drop it down, right? Just focus on coming here. You can come up and then press out, okay? So do what you need to adjust your weight, right? So smaller weights are better on this workout probably, right? Unless you're used to lifting like this. It really depends on how strong your shoulders are, right? My shoulders are kind of strong, depending on the day, right? But I still got weak shoulders. So I'm using 5s, and they feel like pretty good torture here. If I use 10s, I would have to mute the computer because I don't want you to hear me scream and cry the whole time. Okay, we got 15 seconds. You're almost there. Keep maintaining, taking your time. Try not to let your back arch as you press up or let your head bob forward as you press up. We got 2 more. Here's 1. Coming back. Here is 2. Coming back. You're going to relax. So this next one, you're going to have both dumbbells still. And we're going to do kind of a squatty type motion into a tricep kickback. Okay? So you're going to have your feet together. Your knees are going to be bent. You want your elbows by your side. As you stand up, you're going to kick back. So you'll kind of squat or hinge, stand up, kick back. Squat or hinge, stand up, kick back. Okay? So legs are still together, right? You're trying to shift your hips back, right? Kind of imagine there's a porta potty behind you, right? You don't want to touch the porta potty. Okay? Nice and controlled. Kick those hands past your hips, right? Kind of like a skiing type motion, right? You're downhill skiing, right? Just like it, just as easy. Okay, nice and controlled. Shoulders are relaxed. On this, you kind of want to look about like 6 inches on the ground away from you. Maybe 6 feet, I don't know. One of the 2. Okay, you're doing a great job. You've got 20 seconds. Okay, so you're kind of squat hinging, kicking back. Squat hinging, kicking back. Okay, you've got 10 seconds. Then we go to our next move. Right, we're almost there. Let's do 3 more. Here is 1. Here is 2. Here is 3. Then you're gonna relax. And we're gonna set our weights down for this next move. So we're gonna really focus on balance here. So we're gonna keep our left leg forward. Your right leg, you wanna extend and tap back as far as you can. Then from there, you're gonna come right into a high knee. So you wanna tap, high knee. So your goal is to not let your body move too much, right? You wanna try to tap as far as you can and bring that knee right up. If you need to, you could tap, right, come to the middle, and then tap up. Okay, so kind of experiment with it. Your goal is to not just let your right leg slam down, right? You want to control that leg, so don't go fast. Okay, your left leg is going to be stabilizing you. And with that right knee, you want to try to get it up to your waistline at least, right? You're going to tap, high knee, right? Tap, high knee. So try just to have your right toes touch and then come up. Touch and then come up, right? You want to just barely tap that foot and come up. Barely tap and up. Okay? So just nice and controlled, right? Focusing on that left leg, making sure it's in control, right? You've got your focal point. You're just tapping and lifting, okay? So try not to let your body move a ton, right? You don't want to be all wobbly. Modify if you need to. So remember, modify, you just tap your foot before it comes up, right? You kind of have 3 taps to go. Okay, so we got 20 seconds left here, right? And if you wanted to, you don't even have to let your right foot touch the floor. You could just have the toes hover and then come up. Hover and up. 10 seconds to go. So let's do 3 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. So we're going to switch sets. Right leg gets to hang out. Left leg is going to tap back. So you're tapping back, high knee, right? Tap back, high knee. So really, really control that leg on the way down, right? Remember, you can tap from that high knee and then step, right? Don't let that foot just stomp back. You want to barely put weight in your left foot. You just want it to tap, and then you're up. Tap, and then you're up, right? It's almost kind of like a freeze frame. When you get there, you're in a Heisman motion, right? You're like, whew, right? That's what you can think of. You're a Heisman trophy here today. Okay, so taking your time with this move, right? You might even want to pause that knee up top just so you can really focus on being in control of this balance move. Okay, we got 30 seconds to go. Right, keep on rocking and rolling. You're doing a great job. You're tapping and lifting. You got 15 seconds. Your goal is to get that left knee up above that waistline, right? We're tapping, we're lifting. We're tapping, we're lifting. Tap and lift. Tap and lift, right? Nice and controlled. We got 3 more. Here is 1. Lift. 2. And lift. 3. And lift. And you're going to relax. Okay. So now you can have either both dumbbells or 1. We're going to be doing an overhead press. So kind of whatever weight you feel like you want. So on this, you're going to be in a wide stance. So we're going to go into a sumo squat. So I'm going to show you the move, and then we'll get started. So you're going to squat. You're going to come up, turn and twist to the right. Come back, squat, turn and twist to the left. So the side you don't twist to, make sure that opposite hip is turning and twisting. And as we go, we're going to add to it. Okay? So you'll squat, turn and twist. Make sure that opposite foot, you're going up on that toe. Right? You want to get a full rotation. Okay? You want to make sure your hips and your shoulders are moving together, right? Wherever your shoulders go, your hips should be right in line. Okay? And we're going to add a little bit of a pause here in a second. So now when you come into your squat, you're going to hold. You'll go up on your tiptoes, come down, turn and twist. Squat, tiptoes, down, turn and twist, right? So if the squat doesn't feel good to your knees, don't feel like you have to go way, way down, right? You could just do the calf raise and still turn and twist, right? Or just even do small range of motions. So the lower you get in the squat, right, if you're way down here, it's gonna be a lot harder. Okay, and remember, tiptoe and then turn and twist, right? Tiptoe, turn and twist, okay? Tiptoe, turn and twist. You got 15 seconds till we're on that next move. Okay, so lots of arms and leg movements with this. We're gonna go 1 more to each side. Here's 1, coming down. Here's 2, now we're in the middle. You're just gonna hold that squat and do your tiptoe calf raise. Okay, if being on a squat hurts, just be up nice and tall and do a calf raise instead. Okay, you don't have to squat, right? You do not have to squat. But if you can, do it, right? Unless it hurts your knees. Okay, you're doing a great job. Nice and controlled on those tiptoes, right? So you're gonna keep your left tiptoe up. You're just gonna do your right foot. So left tiptoe is staying up, right foot's up and down, okay? Then your right tiptoe stays up, left foot's up and down, right? And then you're gonna try to go up on both tiptoes and hold. So we're just holding right here, nice isometric. Okay, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, shake those legs out for a second. So this next one we're gonna do, you're either gonna do a curtsy lunge, which I'll show you that, or a curtsy step. So the way they'll start at your chest, we're gonna start with our left leg. So if you're doing a curtsy lunge, you wanna step back. As you lunge down, you'll press up, come back, and in. If you don't wanna lunge, that's fine. You'll step as wide as you can behind you, press up, and come back. So you're kind of stepping back at an angle, right? So I'll start with a modified, and then I'll work into that lunge. Go ahead. So you kind of step back at an angle, press, and up. Right? If you're lunging, plant that foot. Same thing. Just make sure your front knee is not going over those toes, right? So only do that lunge if you're comfortable with it, right? And you gotta go slow and controlled because you want to plant your foot, then you would lunge, you would come back up, right? You would plant that foot, you would lunge, come back up, right? Same thing, plant that foot, even if you're just pressing, and then come back. Okay, taking your time, do whatever variation you are comfortable with. You got 15 seconds. Okay, we're almost there. We got 5 seconds, so let's do 2 more. There's 1, coming back. Here is 2, coming back. So now we're gonna step back with our left leg, I believe. No, right leg, and we're gonna do our press, right? So you can either step and press and come out, or you can do that curtsy and then come back up, okay? So either way, remember, it's 2 steps with it. Yeah, I think I'm doing the wrong leg. Don't watch me. I don't know what I'm doing, I guess. Right and lefts are tough. Okay, so you're stepping and pressing. Only adding in that lunge if you feel comfortable with it. Okay, you're doing a great job. Ooh. And it feels so good, doesn't it? Sure does. And remember, you can just step and press and come back, right? You got 15 seconds to go. You're almost there. Let's do 2 more. Here's 1. Here is 2. All right. We got our finisher here. 2 dumbbells. Oh yeah. So we're gonna finish with some bicep curls, but we're just gonna do our bottom half to start with. So you're curling up halfway and then back down. Okay, that's it for right now. Right, so halfway, it's right there and back. Ready? And go. So half and then down. Try to keep your elbows tucked in tight. And remember, you're just going to halfway. Just to halfway. So your arms will look like they're at a 90 degree and back. 90 degree and back. All right? Nice and controlled. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure the core is tight. Okay, so now you're gonna hold it halfway. You're gonna curl up, only come to half. Curl up, only come to halfway. Right, so again, you could do this with 1 dumbbell, right? So remember, you're not letting your weights come down to your waist. Just that halfway marker. It's tempting to just let those weights fall, I know. I get it. Okay, we got 2 more. There's 1. Here's 2. Now you got full range of motion all the way down, all the way up. Control the weights though. Okay, don't go fast. Right, you want to go nice and controlled, making sure that you're controlling the weights. The weights aren't controlling you, right? You're stronger than dumbbells. Okay, we got 3 more. Here's 1. Coming down. Here's 2. Coming down. Here's 3. So now we're staying down low. You're going to do half bicep blasters. So it's just alternating just to that halfway point again. Okay, so it's a small motion. It's controlled. Does not feel good. And that's the point, right? So we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your arms are up top. Same thing, you just go to halfway bicep blasters, right? So you're hanging tight here. You're controlling. You're breathing. It should burn. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And of course, we've got full range. So arms are never in the same spot. Full range of motion. It's icky. Try to go a little quicker with it if you can, right? Keep on burning through it. We've got 10 curls and we're done. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it halfway, just because a nice isometric does you good. So hold it that halfway. Core is tight. Stay up tall, elbows tucked in. You've got 15 seconds. Breathe with it. Hold it. Hold up those arms. Act like you're gonna curl, curl, curl. Right? That's no big deal. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Woo! You're done. You made it. You can't use your arms now. That's okay though.